So I've come out with the mirror lens to get some B-roll for a video that I'm doing about this elusive heron. And the general concept is that this little guy has been eluding me. Every time I take my camera out, he's never there. So anyway, I'm looking across. So can I zoom in? Anyway, all the way over there, the guy's just chilling there. I'm going to try and get a couple more shots, but it's just funny that I go out to get some B-roll and I finally have my camera gear. The reason I need B-roll is the first time I caught him, I didn't have any of my recording gear with me. One of these days, I'm going to be out here with my actual camera and I'm going to be able to take a picture of that guy, should I say. Every time I come out here with my actual camera, he's never here. But then, I come out here, just with my phone, he's chilling. Maybe next time. There he is again. Every time I don't bring the camera with the 500mm, he's there, every single time. Yeah, I had some competition for that spot over there. Looks like a guy and his kid want to do some fishing, which is fine actually, because that spot was not great, trying to take pictures of the bird from there. In fact, this whole area, I'll have to overlay some stuff in post, but basically the bird is over on the kind of right hand side there, quite far away, and where it is, it's surrounded by bushes pretty much on all sides, so the closest vantage point to get to it, there is no actual vantage point of seeing it. The only way really would be to go into someone's back garden or be able to have x-ray vision, see through trees. So because I don't have any of those things, I'll just have a little walk around and see if I can just take any pictures of it, throw them in the mix. But anyway, kind of funny that I bring the camera out to shoot some B-roll and I actually get some real footage of me trying to take pictures of the bird, not just me. Or rather doing a little skit, you know. We'll see whether I did in the video, but my idea is just have a little skit of me double taking and then firing off the camera at maximum frame rate. Which is ironic because you can't do that with this mirror lens. It is absolutely not a spray and pray lens.
All right, so as we start to take a look at the images, this here is what I saw when I got to the car park above. I thought it was like a branch or something. I wasn't sure, so I just took a quick picture and there you go, hiding in the bushes. So I actually had my EVF recording small little kit here with me, so I had the presence of mind to put that together. I did obviously miss a possibility of getting some pictures, but it was quite hidden in the bush at the time, so it was worth the risk. I think I'm just going to narrate over the EVF footage I had. This gives you an idea of the challenge of using these mirror lenses. They're kind of fun, they're very cheap, very affordable, great, you know, to get into the wildlife photography hobby, but as you can see, it's a bit of a challenge, and here's another challenge of it. Now, I am recording and exporting this video at 24 frames per second, just for the slightly more cinematic look. But I don't know if you could tell, like, this is very choppy, and this is kind of what it's like when you zoom in on the EVF. It's very choppy. Now, here you go. Here's the first proper image. I was really annoyed, actually, on post that I didn't get a reflection there in the water. It's a bit... the angle just wasn't quite right. So anyway, I move around a little bit. I try a few different places, and it's moved down slightly. So I try a couple more shots, and I'm just trying here just to see whether the actual bird is in focus or whether the background's in focus using the... You see there the little yellow highlights that are coming on the in focus items, and the bird's now kind of just about in focus. But the bird just didn't look quite right in some of these. So again... Unfortunately, a little bit of a mirror image there, but nowhere near as good as it was before. But this was one of the more clear images that I got of the bird. But I did have to use quite a bit of sharpening in post. And you just don't get as many keepers with these cheaper mirror lenses that you might do with a more professional setup. But tiny amount of reflection there. It was almost what I was going for. And I was just struggling just to get things in focus. You can see here. And I've obviously set the exposure way too high here. So I'm just dialing it back. trying to get another image out of this, but if I've not shown the images here, it's because it just did not look quite so good in post. And this just gives you an example of what you can expect with this. I'm wondering whether a more modern camera would have a higher refresh rate when you zoom in to check the focus. That would help dramatically, I think, because as the image gets choppy in EVF, it is kind of difficult. It does make it more difficult. You can see it's kind of like shaking a bit. There's a bit of wobble. Yeah, it's a challenging lens to use. But when you do get results out of it, it makes it worth it, especially if you're on a budget. Just trying to get a few more images here and just fighting the focus. And you can see here, it's so much easier to see when it's slightly more zoomed in to see whether the eyes are catching. Yeah, I've zoomed in even further now. Just about to see. Yep, the eyes. The focus peaking did get the eyes. And here we have a reasonably sharp, granted post-processed image of the heron. And not quite the reflection I was going for, but you know what? Given this is the first time I've caught him with a camera, I'll take it. So I'm just reviewing here just to see whether I got it in focus or not. Unfortunately, the preview isn't coming up quite as well as I expect. So, you know, I go back and then, oh, he's taken off. He's flying away. Ah, I missed him. That was it. That was all I got. And you can just see now. I think that's him right there. I'm just trying to reacquire him. Just double checking. Yep, that was the heron. Off he goes. Oh, I didn't quite manage to get in focus. I'm surprised I got it that in focus while I was there on the scene. I'm there trying to see, did I get reflection? Not quite. Anyway, here are some of the other images that I've got since that occasion. Very recently, I took the mirror lens out with me, and I got these 3 shots here. So these 3 shots were actually better than any of the previous ones before. I'll leave these to play out with you. And thanks again for coming to the channel. If you like this kind of thing, please do like the video, subscribe, all that jazz. Leave a comment. Tell me if you want to see more of this. Anyway, and just like this chap, I'm off out of here as well. So again, thanks for watching.